Last week I announced that I am closing my Airbnb, Glamping Hollywood Hills, on June 1st. I'm absolutely heartbroken that I have to close my business. It has been so much fun hosting guests for the last 3 years. You guys really are the heart of Glamping Hollywood Hills, coming to spend your Los Angeles vacations at my Airbnb. That was my little dream that I dreamed up after my solo travels. And it's really sad. I'm super sad to be closing the business. I know that, so many guests have found it to be the special place that I meant it to be when I built it. And it's heartbreaking. There's been a lot of tears over this. So I want to delve into why the business is closing, because it's not a choice that I wanted to make. I'm kind of pushed up against a wall here. And it's not because the business hasn't been successful. It's been very successful. I've hosted hundreds and hundreds of guest stays over the last 3 years. I'm a super host on Airbnb with hundreds of stellar reviews of guests who've just so enjoyed their time in the magical space that I built. So I've been fighting to save the business for about 7 months, because 7 months ago, the Los Angeles Department of Building and Safety came knocking on my door after another sanitation worker, the Department of LA Sanitation, came knocking on my door for another issue due to some plumbing problems in the neighborhood. And I let them in, and I think they are the ones that dimed this out. And the workers that I had initially hired to build Glamping Hollywood Hills with the SBA loan that I obtained, because I've been an Airbnb host for the last five and a half years. So this was my second Airbnb. I've closed the other one, so this is the only one I have now. But the SBA loan I obtained to build it after my solo travels, after my divorce. The workers I hired basically told me I didn't need permits for the deck that they were building, that the Glamp sits on. And because they said it was close enough to the ground, permits weren't required. Turns out Department of Building and Safety come knocking on my door, permits are required. And for the last 7 months, I've been trying to get this fixed to save the business, because I did not want to close. I really enjoy being an Airbnb host. I enjoy creating that magical experience for people's vacations, because I myself am a traveler and really enjoy it. And it's heartbreaking. I've shed a lot of tears over this, but here we are. It is time to close on June 1st. So if you are wanting to come stay, I still have some dates available in May. And it's just so sad. It's really sad. So basically what happened, Department of Building and Safety listed the violations, and with all the contractors I've spoken to over the last 7 months trying to get this resolved, they've all said that it can't retroactively be fixed. What's most likely going to happen is that they would have to tear the deck down, start new, get the permits, and for that to happen, obviously the tiny house would have to move. The bathroom sits on its own structure, but moving the tiny house, it's going to damage the tiny house. The tiny house did not require permits because of the size. So that was correct. When I purchased that, I was told, no, I don't need permits for the tiny house. So that's correct. 10 by 12, which is what it is, does not need permits. But the main problem that the city of Los Angeles has is the deck. They're like, is this safe and sound? So I've spoken to numerous contractors over the last 7 months trying to get this resolved. And again, they've all essentially said that it can't retroactively be fixed. It will most likely have to be torn down and rebuilt. So they're said it's going to take several months, 2 to 4, possibly more. It's going to cost $14,000 to $18,000, possibly more. And so it's just the right choice to close the business, unfortunately, because it's been stressing me out, and carrying this weight for the last, 7 months has just been eating me up. It's just really taken away my positive quality of life, and it's been a lot of stress and a lot of tears, and we've arrived here that's what it is, that they can't retroactively fix it. So the business is closing. So again, thank you to each and every single one of the guests who has stayed at my Airbnb. It has been a joy to host you, and I so appreciate all of your positive reviews and how much you loved the space that I built.